conclude our discussion of this chapter with a look at sculpture. David Smith was an American sculptor who created sculptures from brushed stainless steel, stacking geometric forms in often intricately balanced arrangements. He preferred these sculptures to be exhibited outside, where their interaction with the light and changing seasons can dramatically impact how they appear to the viewer. Smith called this series of sculptures cubi, and there are 28 in total, all but one made within the last 3 years of his life. If you've been to Balboa Park in San Diego, you may have seen Cubi 15 in the sculpture park of the San Diego Museum of Art. In this photograph, you can see the mechanical burnishing process, which has left the shiny steel with a swirling texture that almost evokes brushstrokes, but eliminates the need for these austere and linear sculptures to be painted. Marc de Souvero's sculpture also uses heavy industrial material in carefully balanced arrangements, but his Hank Champion uses wood beams instead of steel, along with chains. Its form recalls almost a three-dimensional calligraphic character, a parallel reinforced by its display next to the Franz Kline painting Mahoning, as you see in this installation photograph from the Guggenheim Museum. Another sculpture in the San Diego Museum of Art Sculpture Park, also made of industrial galvanized steel, is by the Japanese-American artist Isamu Noguchi. Noguchi also worked in stone. His sculpture Koros is carved of pink Georgia marble. The title of the piece suggests the archaic Greek sculptures that you may recall if you've taken Art 100. Koros is the Greek word meaning male youth. Noguchi had created the set design for a ballet by Martha Graham called Erodiade. Erodiade is the name given to the mother of Salome, a figure you may remember from various femme fatale portrayals. And in the ballet, Salome dances in front of a mirror, seeing, as Noguchi put it, her bones, the potential skeleton of her body. This sculpture, with its bone-like forms, can thus be interpreted as a vanitas image, a reminder that life is impermanent and fleeting. Let's wrap up with two sculptors who created sculptures using the technique of assemblage. The first is Joseph Cornell, whose mixed media constructions take the form of small boxes, almost like doll houses, filled with found objects displayed as tiny treasures. He's collected these ephemeral objects in souvenir shops, libraries, and music houses, evoking a child's treasure box with a glass front. Louise Nevelson also used assemblage to create her sculptures, although hers were created entirely from wood and often painted a single color, generally white or black, although occasionally a reflective gold. Watch the video I've linked showing Louise Nevelson discussing her works in her studio, as well as the short video giving a three-dimensional view of a few Cornell boxes. Make an entry in your journal. What do you notice about Cornell and Nevelson's sculptures? What more did you learn from the linked videos and